Hello, boys and girls. Back to cursive handwriting. All right, let's see. We've done a lot of letters to this point. We've gotten through the E, gotten through F. What's that? We've gotten to U, and now we're going to work on the letter Y. Now, I know this is going to sound redundant. Redundant means that I'm repeating myself, but I think that redundancy is very important. It's going to help us remember exactly what we're supposed to do. So I'm going to trace this. I'm going to come down, loop around, and travel up, bump that line. It's very important that you remember that you're working between these lines, and you only go above the line if the letter goes above the line, and you only go below it if the letter goes below it. Let's see. I'll try this. So I come down, I loop around, I go straight up, and then straight back down. So I'm going to loop that, straight up, straight back down. Oh, I'm not doing so well today. Straight up, straight back down. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try the next step. I'm going to come down, bump that line, come up, bump that line, straight down, and then I'm going to turn, and it's a fairly tight turn here. It reminds me of the turn we made when we were making our lowercase f. I'm going to do that one more time. I know some of you want to rush it. Remember, I keep telling you, and I'm hoping it's becoming part of your personal mantra, the thing you repeat to yourself, is trace it multiple times, and that slow and steady wins the race. You will get faster, but you have to be able to do it right before you get faster. So let's try this one. We're going to finish that off. You can see how that loops around sort of like the F does. Let's see. So we're going to come down, bump the line, straight down, a tighter loop, and then we're going to come out and finish it on that line. Try that again. And we're going to loop around, and we're going to finish it on that line. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to finish it on that line. Now I'm going to try some of these smaller ones, and I'm going to trace it a few times before I give it a shot on its own. And the reason I'm going to try it a few times, even though I've already done it, is it's a different size. My hand has to do something slightly different than it did when it was larger. As a matter of fact, the larger the letter is, the easier it is to get your hand to flow. I found that when I became a teacher and started writing on the blackboard, or the dry erase board as it is now, I found it easier to write than I do on a piece of paper. So I'm going to try it here. I'm going to come down, straight up, straight down, tight loop. That's not too bad. Straight down, tight loop. I'm going to compare that to this. It looks pretty good. I kind of come up off the line a little. So I'm going to try that again. I'm going to trace it once, and then I'm going to try it again. Okay, so down, that large loop, bump the line, straight down. Yeah, I don't know. I actually think I like this one better. I just got to remember to bring that tail down on the line. So now I'm going to try a word. I'm going to try the word yell. I'm going to come down, straight down, and these are even smaller. You can see I'm having a bit of a hard time there. The smaller it gets, the harder it is. Let me try that again. And I am now adding that E that we did and the L that we did. And you notice that L and that E are very similar. One just goes above the line. And this is what I was talking about. So imagine there's a line here, and imagine there's a line here. Your words are always going to be between these three lines. Sometimes they'll go above, in like the case of the L, or they'll go below, as in the Y. So I'm going to try it over here. Come down, my E, my L, my L. I like that. I don't like that L sort of tilts. I think I could do better, but I'm going to pass on that for now. So I'm going to say check. I got that page done. And then here we are going to add the TY to all these words. We're going to add that suffix. So I'm going to come up, down. I don't have to do this, but I think it's really good. Oh, that W to E is definitely different. I'm not used to that. And then I'm going to, oops, I picked my pencil up. I'm not supposed to pick it up. I'll start again. T, W, and I loop down for that E. You notice how the E looks very different when it's connected to the W. Now I'm going to come up in my T, down. I didn't cross my T because I'm going to come back and cross both T's later. And I'm not sure if I love that cross, but I'm not going to get myself all worked up about it. I'm going to try this because S is one of my favorites. Oh, I'm already not doing well. I better trace that again. So that's S, I, X, Oop, S-I-X-T-Y. I'm going to cross that. That was tricky because I don't remember doing that. X, that was really hard. So if you're tracing it, remember, we're not worried about the tracing. We're worried about the TY. So I'm going to do this one. Not bad. I will give myself a check. So you're going to work on your Ys. If you didn't finish some of the earlier pages, go back and finish. Remember, we had this practice page before the U. You could go back to 27 and 26 and 27 and work on those as well. Have a wonderful week in cursive. I can't wait to see how well you all do at the end of the year. Remember, slow and steady wins the race, and practicing, tracing over things helps build that mind muscle repetition that you get things so you get used to doing it. All right. Best of luck. See you soon.